Maria is purchasing a car from George, and in this chapter, we'll consider 3 different ways that she could pay him: traditional banks, transparent cryptocurrencies, example Bitcoin, and Monero. So, this section introduces the scenario. Maria wants to buy a car, and we're going to look at 3 different methods she could use to pay George: the traditional banking system, transparent cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, and Monero, which is a privacy-focused cryptocurrency. This sets the stage for comparing how each payment method works and the benefits or drawbacks of each. If Maria sends the money to George through the traditional banking system, they trust 2 intermediate parties, their respective banks, to symbolically move the funds for them. There is no actual movement of physical bills or assets. Both banks simply edit their respective databases to show that the funds have been transferred. Here it explains how traditional bank transfers work. When Maria pays George through their banks, there's no physical cash moving. Instead, the banks adjust their digital records to reflect the transaction. Essentially, the banks are just updating numbers in their ledgers to show that Maria now has less money and George has more. There are a few drawbacks and risks to this system, and it requires total trust in the banks. Maria, George, and the banks must act on faith that transactions are legitimate and that the ledgers are kept honestly. This trust in the intermediate third parties poses a risk. A nefarious actor or the banks could create money by fraudulently editing the ledger balances or transactional data. This part highlights the inherent risks, relies on the honesty and accuracy of the banks. If something goes wrong, whether it's an error, fraud, or even a malicious act, the system can be manipulated. This means that users have to place a lot of trust in these institutions, which can be a significant vulnerability. Thankfully, an emerging new blockchain technology is capable of mitigating all of the above risks by creating a distributed ledger that all parties can equally use, view, and verify. This remarkable capability for strangers to agree on a shared document, which is called decentralized consensus, has been revolutionized in the last decade. This paragraph introduces blockchain as a solution to the problems of the traditional banking system. It explains that blockchain creates a distributed ledger, removes the need to trust a single central authority because everyone involved can see and verify the same information. This decentralized consensus significantly reduces the risks of fraud, errors, or manipulation that come with traditional systems. It's easy to be confused about the terminology at first, especially since most people are simultaneously introduced to several jargony concepts. You can think about blockchains as a technology that allows networks to establish decentralized consensus agreements. By enabling strangers to safely share a ledger, it becomes possible to build cryptocurrencies that function as digital cash. This paragraph acknowledges that the terminology can be overwhelming at first. It clarifies that blockchains are essentially a way to achieve decentralized consensus, meaning that participants can agree on a single version of the truth, possible for people who don't know or trust each other to transact safely, and it's the foundation that allows cryptocurrencies to function like digital cash. The diagram uses an analogy to compare blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies to something more familiar. It likens blockchain to an internal combustion engine, which revolutionized transportation by making fuel-powered vehicles possible. Similarly, blockchain makes decentralized consensus possible, which in turn enables cryptocurrencies. In this analogy, vehicles represent cryptocurrencies, each serving different purposes, like motorcycles, cars, buses, and trucks. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, and others are like these different vehicles, each with unique features and uses. Ultimately, the diagram shows that just as internal combustion engines made various forms of transportation possible, blockchain makes a wide range of cryptocurrencies possible, each serving different roles in the digital economy.